I'm Louise North, I'm the principal of Framlingham College. The first thing to say is that Framlingham College is a wonderful place to be educated. Over the course of this year, we have been putting together our strategic plan for the college moving forward over the next 5 years. And crucial to that is an understanding of the adult world into which our young people will go. The world is changing rapidly, technological innovation, AI, all these things bring excitement and change, but also uncertainty. So it's our job to make sure that we equip all of our young people with the skills, the habits and knowledge that they need to go out into that new world and embrace the change, the challenges with courage and optimism. That's the vision. The sort of pupil that suits Framlingham College is a pupil who comes with an open mind, who is ready to embrace all the opportunities that we offer in this holistic learning environment. We are looking to develop the next generation of leaders, and we want children who are curious about the world, who have a spirit of inquiry and essentially have a love of learning. That's something that we can instill in them when they are here. But that is what we're looking for in any pupil who comes through our gates. Well, you see, I would say it's the pupils, because every year we embrace a new cohort of young people into the school. And each of these young people bring with them their experiences, their family backgrounds, their hopes, their dreams, their ambitions. And all of this is thrown together into something of a melting pot that then creates the character of the college. And we are a really vibrant and inspirational place to be, thanks to that mixture and diversity of our pupils. Every boarding school will tell you very similar things. They will tell you they've got fantastic pastoral care. They will say they have outstanding learning in the classroom. They will say that the extracurricular programme is amazing. And all of that is absolutely true for Framlingham, as with many other schools. But for Framlingham, there's more to us than that. There's a bigger picture at play, and we are committed to developing your child as far as he or she can go. So at the end of it all, when they leave us ready and prepared for whatever is the right thing for them to go on to. And that's why I would say that Framlingham is the right school for your child. I think it is the opportunity for a young person to become more independent, probably more quickly than they would if they were at home. Now, that's not to say that if you're at home you don't become independent, but being at a boarding school gives you the opportunity to make more decisions about what you're going to do, when you're going to do it, more often. It also gives you the opportunity to make mistakes, probably more often, because you haven't got mum and dad there to catch you every time. You have a housemaster or housemistress to guide you, but you will make mistakes, and we need our young people to make mistakes because that's the only way in which they will learn. So boarding gives you the opportunity to be independent, make decisions, make mistakes, but also make great friendships, and probably deeper friendships than those who don't experience boarding. Those friendships last forever. So there are many, many advantages to boarding, but I would say those are the key ones for me. Well, there are lots of reasons why you could send your child to a single-sex school, but for me, it's not about life. Life is co-educational. We live and breathe with men and women all the time, and therefore our education needs to reflect that. It needs to teach young people how to interact properly with each other, how to be sure to be respectful, to be understanding, to be empathetic towards one another, and to understand that we're all different. We all have strengths, we all have weaknesses, but being in that co-educational environment sets your child up for life. It's something that I believe in passionately. Having been educated myself in a single-sex school, I believe absolutely fervently that co-education is the right way to go. Overseas boarding is so important to us. When an overseas pupil comes to Framlingham, they come to experience a British boarding school education with all the tradition, history and values that represents. And that is so important. The other thing that an overseas pupil will experience is a holistic education, something that we believe in wholeheartedly, but is something that they wouldn't necessarily experience at home. So an overseas pupil coming to us will experience inspirational teaching in the classroom. They will experience opportunities to get involved in lots of different areas, sport, music, drama, to name but three. And that's the difference for our overseas pupils coming to us. And equally, we as a school community benefit from having pupils from over 18 countries in our school, bringing with them all their different perspectives and experiences, something that is so important as we prepare our young people to be global citizens in their adult world. The pastoral care in any school is critical to the happiness of a child, and so we place a huge amount of value on getting this right. The house for every pupil is their home, and never more so than if you are a boarder. It's a home from home. It's a place to rest, relax, be yourself. There's a pastoral network around every child. The housemaster, housemistress, the tutor, the teachers, the medical centre, the chaplaincy. All of us are there to support every child and nurture them as they grow and develop as individuals. We believe firmly that a happy child will thrive, and it's for that reason that our pastoral care is at the heart of all that we do. There are so many opportunities, it's hard to know where to start. Opportunities, first of all, in the classroom for enrichment and developing a love of learning for the subjects that your child studies. That is such an important thing. Our teachers are dedicated to instilling that spirit of inquiry in every child, a passion for their subject. Beyond the classroom, learning doesn't stop. So the opportunities are so vast, whether that is on the sports field, in the theatre, learning a musical instrument, taking part in debating, or one of the many, many clubs that we have. So the opportunities for a young person to develop and learn more about themselves are huge. And we feel it is very important to give every child that breadth of opportunity, because we believe in a holistic education. We believe that learning takes place all the time, whatever we are doing. Well, weekends, we are a 7-day-a-week school. We are a full boarding school. So we don't stop on a Saturday morning. We don't stop at all, which is wonderful for the children who are boarding here. So our Saturdays, we have lessons in the morning, and they will have matches to play in the afternoon. In the evening on a Saturday, there is always an event happening for our full boarders, whether that is a karaoke night, pizza night, or it could just be a film night or something in-house. But there is always something happening so that it feels like home, or it feels like a night with friends. Sundays are a slower, quieter day, which we all are thankful for. We start with a late brunch, and then there will be a trip, either maybe a shopping trip, it might be a trip to the sea, it might be a trip to a city. But there's something happening which the boarders can go on if they want to, they can attend if they want to, or if they choose to have a quiet day at home, in the house, they can do that too. And we have to remember that our weeks are really busy. And so just as if you were at home, you might have a lie-in and a rest and a bit of quiet time, so too you can do that here. But if you want to be busier and you want to be out and about, you can do that too. There's an awful lot that you can do. Well, education, I suppose, is always changing, but I would say there has never been a time in recent history where education is having to evolve as much as it is. And that is because of the developments in technology and AI that are leading to a future world, a future adult world for our pupils, which will be very different. So education needs to adjust and evolve to reflect the world into which our young people are going to go. So what we plan to do at Framlingham is to ensure that we have a spine of skills that weave their way through every part of an education for a child from 3 to 18. Skills such as negotiation, creative thinking, cognitive flexibility, problem solving. These are skills that every young person needs, and needs more and more as they look ahead to their adult world. Employers, universities are valuing these skills as much as they are valuing excellent qualifications, whether at A-level or degree level. And so we must evolve and change what we do to equip our pupils properly for the future. So this is exciting. It's not a worry, it's an exciting challenge, and every teacher at Framlingham College shares that excitement for the future. So we are a school that has a seamless curriculum from 3 through to 18. We are looking at the moment at certain parts of our curriculum to be sure that we are teaching what we really want to teach our pupils. Now in years 7, 8 and 9, those are 3 years where we are looking at changing the way in which we teach our subjects. We're looking at a more interdisciplinary approach to learning and to teaching. So our pupils will do projects that cut across music and French, or maths and history, to help them understand the context of everything they are learning. So they see it not just as a prep to be done for next week, but they understand why they are looking at these subjects together. So that's a very exciting change that we are implementing at the moment. We study GCSEs, and then our pupils go on to study A-levels or BTEC. Now BTEC is a different qualification to A-levels, which is perhaps more vocational, more hands-on and practical, but is very much sought after now by universities and employers who see the value in that hands-on learning as much as they see the value in our A-levels. So those are the paths that our pupils follow. Well, I think what's important is that we use technology to enhance our teaching and learning. We don't let it control how we learn or what we learn, but we use it to benefit the pupils. And so as a Microsoft Showcase school, that's exactly what we do, and we are celebrated for the way in which we are using technology to help learning, whether that is using devices in the classroom, whether that is using particular software like OneNote. Whatever it is, we use it to benefit our children, not to hinder or to restrict what we do. The interest in computer science is growing day by day, and the number of pupils who take that up as a GCSE are increasing because they are naturally interested in it. They are digital natives, unlike us. And so their interest in coding, for example, is far more advanced than it is in adults at the moment. So we need to celebrate that and nurture that interest, because as adults, coding is going to be part and parcel of what they do and need to understand day to day. Absolutely, we have brilliant teachers. They are passionate about their subjects, and they are dedicated to instilling that passion, that love of learning in all of their pupils. But equally, brilliant teachers are teachers who know they are still learning themselves. That's part of their role modelling, that they are still on that journey. They are still developing their knowledge. They're still developing their skills. And so we have a really excellent professional development and review programme where our teachers are expected to reflect on their practice in the classroom, to identify things that they need to improve or that they want to pursue as an interest, and then to find ways of actually making that happen. We scrutinise what our teachers do. That's part and parcel of any job that you're in. You expect to be scrutinised, you expect to have high standards to adhere to. And our teachers are just like that, but they also offer huge support to each other. They share ideas. We have all sorts of learning walks that we do, meetings where we share good practice, where we can raise questions about how we teach something to get answers from somebody else. So learning from each other is part of our teachers' development. So yes, we have brilliant teachers. We will always aspire to be better than what we are, and that's exactly what we expect of our pupils too. That's a really excellent question. And the reason I say that is because maybe 10 years ago, schools would want to answer by saying they all go to Russell Group universities and they all go on and get first-class degrees. Now, I would say just over half of our pupils in the recent years have gone straight to university on a course that they have identified as the right one for them. Others have started in recent years to go and find apprenticeship degrees. These are degrees where they are having hands-on experience in the career that they want to pursue, whilst also pursuing their degree. Some of them will go straight into the world of work. There's something a little bit extraordinary in Suffolk. There are an awful lot of parents who are entrepreneurs, who have built up their own businesses and who have instilled that interest in entrepreneurship in their children. So at Framlingham, we are developing that interest as well. We have a fantastic head of careers who is committed to drawing on the experiences of our current parent body, our OFs, to actually instill in our children that work ethic, that desire to pursue something that they believe in. And if that means that they go from here straight into work, or they start building their business before they've even left school, that's fine. For me, the important thing is that our leavers go where they want to go, that they are given the opportunity to pursue the dreams and ambitions that they have. And if that's university, fantastic. If it's an apprenticeship, that's great too. And if it's into the world of work, that's fine. That's what employers are looking for. They're looking for people who know where they want to go, people who are ambitious and are hardworking and have the skills as well as the knowledge and qualifications to take them there. Of course, the only way that you're really going to know whether Framlingham College is the school for your child and for you is to come and visit us in person. I really hope that you can do that you can come and be with us, talk to the pupils and experience what it is really like to be a boarder in this wonderful school. Now, if that isn't possible, and it may not be, I would encourage you to contact our head of admissions, who will then be able to arrange a call or a Skype conversation for you so that we can talk more about the possibility of your child coming to us. I very much hope that you will do that and look forward to speaking with you soon.